Hey guys, this is Dusty from Between the Buried and Me, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to interview with Dusty from Between the Buried and Me. How are ya?
Pretty good.
I know you're of course now touring North America. This is the final leg for this year, 2015.
Yep.
You enjoying your time on the road? How's that going?
It's going well. We're all a bit tired today for some reason. It could be the weather. I don't know.
It's
the
gloomy.
overcast.
It's very gloomy today.
But yeah, it's going well. We're having fun.
Good. I saw this tweet you posted, I think it was a couple days back, where you were in Nashville, and you were just talking about how awesome it was to eat all the food there. And when I run, I remember just stuffing my face the whole time. Like, it's an amazing city to grab food.
Yeah, I go there a lot, even when we're not on tour there, just because it's such a fun place to be, and their food is pretty insane. I got a shout out to Chewy's and Martin's Barbecue. You guys are awesome. Thank you for making me fat.
Do you have a favorite kind of barbecue or a favorite meal? Like, you're more a brisket guy, pulled pork?
Well, I think North Carolina may be highly offended that the Carolina barbecue is not my favorite. I like the brisket stuff more.
Okay.
The man barbecue. I like it.
More like sweet and smoky kind of sauces rather than like the vinegar glaze.
Yeah.
Okay, no, me too. I'm the exact same. So I remember after Nashville, I went to Kansas on this whole trip that we did, and yeah, everywhere you go, it's the same kind of sauce. So that was.
I've had Kansas City barbecue before. It was pretty good. Went to a rib fest in Ohio once after a show, and went around to every tent, and the one I picked was actually a Kansas City barbecue. It was pretty awesome. Their cornbread was like cake. Me and Blake went. Thought we were gonna die afterwards, but it was great.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Is it for you, when it comes to your cornbread, is it like having corn actually in it, or is it just more so like the cornmeal?
I think it's just the cornmeal.
Okay.
But when it's too dry, that's no fun for anybody.
No.
You gotta have some moisture in there, so you don't choke on it while you're trying to chew it up.
Oh my gosh, I could only imagine. So you're touring in support of your new record, Coma Ecliptic. So we obviously have to discuss this album. Mm-hmm. It's a concept record, which a lot of people know because it seems that it's something you almost pride yourselves on for this album. It's really neat the way that you put everything together. For you, what was it like to put the concept of the lyrics together, mixed with the music, mixed with the videos, and even the posters all have that same
thing? Tommy writes all the lyrics, yes. Obviously, and on this record he kind of most of the time it's all in his hands anyway, but I think Paul helped a little with the parallax thing, but with this one Tommy just kind of went crazy on his own, and we all were writing music like we normally do, and I think Tommy, it was an extra challenge for him this time to really try to fit what was going on into where we were going with the music, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was a little different than normal this time, but all the I don't know, all the normal elements were there, you know what I mean? It was just it's so hard to remember once you do all that and write a record and then you start touring on it. It's almost hard to reflect and remember.
Kind of becomes a blur.
Yeah, because there's so many shows and all that kind of stuff. But it was a fun process. I remember that, and recording it was especially fun. It was something different, a lot of different tones and different styles in this record than we've done before. So got to, I don't know, focus on dynamics a bit more than we normally do. So it was cool.
Yeah, well, the actual concept for the album is about a man going through many different alternate worlds of reality, different states of reality in a way. Mm. If you were to just wake from a coma, what do you think the first thing you would do would be?
I'd probably be really hungry.
Well, back to Nashville.
Yeah. If I was to wake from a coma, hopefully someone in my family would be there.
Yeah.
But if not, I would probably, I don't know, in this day and age, wouldn't you just reach for your phone and check Instagram and see what day it is?
Refresh for how long it's been.
Yeah. Try to contact all the loved ones.
Yeah.
See, what kind of cupcakes are available at Dewey's Bakery on that particular day.
And you're known for using Paul Reed Smith guitars. I remember my dad telling me stories about when he used to sell them. Like, they've been around for such a long time. They're great guitars. Did you use that on the album?
Yeah, I use them on
Okay.
everything. We had a lot of different guitars for this record. A lot of PRS. We had, Paul's signature Ibanez too, but I would say all the rest of the guitars were PRS and one Telecaster.
What's the main question that fans or other musicians ask you about whether it's your like signature guitar or the gear that you use?
I get a lot of gear questions because, obviously I'm really into gear and
Yeah.
like my Instagram is nothing but just like gear pics, and I get a lot of questions about, pickups, what's different about my guitar, how are we running the Axe effects, what are we using for power, or, how's it ran through cabs and all that. I get a lot of pretty specific questions about gear, but I try to answer them as much as I can.
Yeah.
If someone tags me on Instagram and asks me, has a pretty good question, I'll try to get back to him and answer.
That's awesome to hear.
But yeah, I never mind the gear questions because I'm a total nerd when it comes to that stuff. So it doesn't ever bother me.
Awesome. Well, I was scoping downstairs just some of the awesome merch that you have. There's some really cool stuff.
Yeah, Tommy's actually, we owe him, 90% of the credit for all that because he kind of approves all the merch
Okay.
before tours, and he's always kind of been good at that. So I will give him all the praise for the cool merch we have.
There's some cool holiday sweaters, some
Yeah.
leggings that chicks can now get. They look so nice. Are you guys kind of feeling the holiday spirit? Are you ready, since it's the last leg of 2015, are you kind of ready to relax
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
have some time off?
We're stoked to get home and spend it with the loved ones, and Tommy's a dad now, and we all have a little duckling in our lives. So he was actually just with us for like a week or maybe a little
Aw.
more, but I know he's excited to get home and do the whole Christmas thing with his kid, and we all have family where we live and stuff, so I like it. I like Christmas lights and Christmas trees and stuff like that. It's nice to look at.
I think this time of year is just great because
energy.
exactly anywhere you go, everyone's smiling, like
Yeah.
no one's as negative. It's you can always feel those good vibes.
Yeah, I'm into it. We have a good festival of lights where I live.
Okay.
So you just like drive through this park. It probably takes you like 20 or 30 minutes, and it's just nothing but Christmas light displays like everywhere. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go do that, and when I get home, that's kind of like a yearly tradition.
Oh, nice. And you do that with your family?
Yeah, just whoever wants to go.
Oh, that's so
normally,
nice. And then I
pretty
don't
cool.
know if you have a house, apartment, but do you usually deck it out as well since you like the
Nah,
lights?
I'm kind of lame. I should. I have a good deck that I could probably put some lights up, but
Okay.
you know.
It's a lot of effort.
Yeah, I'd rather just go look at other people's. Maybe put up a Christmas tree or something.
Okay.
But I would like to. It'd be cool to buy a few reindeer just to have them like live in your yard.
Oh, real? I thought you were about to go to those little light ones that the LEDs all
Nah,
over
I
them.
want a real
Real
reindeer.
reindeer.
Yeah, maybe like a cluster of them. That'd be cool. Just
Alright.
decorate the actual reindeers. The reindeers.
I never would have known that, so thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just to wrap everything up today, over the last decade, it's been so cool to see your fan base grow. Is there anything you want to say to your fans who will be viewing our interview?
We appreciate you guys very much. We love you. And without you, we wouldn't have any sort of career. So I hope you guys know how much you mean to us. And we're eternally grateful that you've given us a life in music. It's all we've ever wanted. So we thank you and we love you.
Awesome, and just thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very glad we could do this, talk some barbecue music and
Yeah,
fans.
yeah.
Can never go wrong
Reindeers.
with that.
Everyone go buy a reindeer.
Yeah, and just remember, everyone viewing, you can visit us at amusicblog.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.